Elizabeth Barrett Browning is my name. I was born on March 6, 1806. Durham in England is my birthplace. I was the oldest of 12 children in my family. My family made their fortune from Jamaican sugar plantations. At the age of 6, I extremely loved reading books, novels. I enjoy reading all day long without feeling bored. I think reading gives me inspiration and it is also my enjoyment. Before the age of 10, I have read passages from Paradise Lost and a number of Shakespearean plays. Among other great works, they were huge inspirations for me. I was educated at home. My tutor is Daniel McSweeney. At the age of 8, Pope's translation of Homer was surprised with my talent that I could able to read and understand quickly. I also studied Greek at 10. At the age of 12, I wrote my own poems named The Battle of Marathon. It was published in 1820 by my father. My parents always supported me in writing. My mother collected all my poems and created the collections of poems by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. My collections became one of the largest collections of juveniles of any English writer. When I was 15, I became ill, suffering intense head and spinal pain for the rest of my life. Later in life, I also developed lung problems, possibly tuberculosis. I took Radhanam for the pain for an early age, which is likely to have contributed to my flawed health. But I still keep fighting, and in the 1830s, I was introduced to Literature Society through my cousins. His name was John Kenyon. Later in my life, I wrote many poems that make me become a popular poet. One of the most popular poems was Elizabeth's Warroom Poems. It is really popular that made Robert Browning vote a writer to me. I got married to Robert Browning in 1846. In 1844, we honeymooned in Paris before moving to Italy in September 1846. Later on in my life, I became gradually weaker, using morphine to ease my pain. I died on 29 June 1861. One of the poems that I write is The Kind of Children. I got inspiration after I read Parliamentary Report published by the Children's Employment Commission in 1842, which record the appalling conditions endured by children working in mines and factories. This poem consists of 13 stanzas. Each stanza consists of 12 lines, metaphor, tone, and warmth, with a B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F format were used in this poem. The major themes of this poem is children's rights should be protected by people who has power or the government. Do you hear the children weeping, oh my brothers? Ever the sorrow comes with years, they are leaning their young heads against their mothers, and that cannot stop their tears. The young lambs are breathing in the meadows, the young birds are chirping in the nest, the young fowls are playing with the shadows, the young flowers are moving toward the west, but the young children, oh my brothers, they are weeping bitterly, They are weeping in the playtime of the others, in the country of the free. Do you question the young children in the sorrow, why their tears are falling so? The old man may weep for his tomorrow, which is lost in long ago. The old tree is leafless in the forest. The old year is ending in the forest. The old wool, if sickened, is the sorest. The old hopes is hardest to be lost. But the young children, oh my brothers, do you ask them why they stand, weeping sore before the bosoms of their mothers in our happy fatherland? Elizabeth Barrett Browning's political poem shows her support for the children's rights who work in the mines and factories by using repetition, metaphor, and rhymes. To tell that rights shouldn't be taken away from the children, Elizabeth Barrett Browning uses metaphor to compare the young of other species with the life of children who were forced to work in the mines and factories. I compare the life of lambs, birds, fowls, and flowers with the life of children, that those things are more unhappy unlike them. The children are supposed to have more freedoms, as they are human beings who could do lots more things rather than just working in the mines and factories. They are weeping in the time when they should play with others. Their life should be more bright and better than this. I was trying to let others know that they were forced to do the things they shouldn't do. They deserve more freedom and right. I used the last line in contrast about the country that would give freedoms to people, but it is not true. Rights were taken away from the children. As Elizabeth Barrett Browning wants to mention that the right was taken away from the children, she uses repetition to emphasize the readers about the tough situations that the children need to pass through. All day and round is repeated in this stanza to get the attention from the readers that the children are forced to work all day long without even seeing the sun, as they work before sunrise and finish after sunset. The work they do are absolutely too hard for them in this very young age, and they are not even given the time to take a break. The wheel is turning and turning all day long. Nothing they could do unless keep working till the end of the day, when they are feel so tired even to breathe. It is clear that the rights of children were taken away from them. To convince the government to protect the children's rights, Elizabeth Barrett Browning uses rhymes to question the nation that how long the children will be used to make a profit. In this stanza, nation rhyme with publication, part rhyme with mart, parents rhyme with silence, part rhyme with rap. This is the response from me to let the government realize about the children's rights. I used the question that how long the children would have no right. They should be given right that would lead them to a better quality of life and happiness as a childhood. British people were so mean that they used the young to make the profits. They did not even think about the feelings of the children. The nation should start doing something for the children, as the children will be the future of the country later on.
Thunder, 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 feel the thunder.